Hello class, my name is Daniel. I'll be talking about the TV show Friends today. First off, I'm going to talk about a little bit of background on the show Friends. First of all, it's a comedy series based in Manhattan about six young friends, and they struggle to find success and happiness in life. Six main characters are Rachel, Monica, Joey, Chandler, Ross, and Phoebe. How the show starts in the first season is Rachel escapes from her wedding and goes to New York in seek of her old friend Monica, and this is a really big decision in her life, so she just finds her and wants to talk to her, and eventually later on ends up moving in with her. As she moves in with her, she begins to become part of the group, and she meets the next door neighbors that live right across the way, which are Joey and Chandler, and their roommates. All the six characters meet at the Central Perk and hang out very much. It's almost always shown in every single episode that is aired. They converse. It's an important place for them because it's jobs. It's just a place where they meet up, and it's important to them. Rachel is actually a waitress at the Perk, and she is a waitress there for a while until she decides to pursue another career. About the third or fourth season, Joey also was a waiter there while he had a low time in his acting career, and that didn't last for very long, so he moved on to acting again. Throughout the show, there are many relationships between the six. For example, Rachel and Ross end up having a kid together. Chandler and Monica eventually end up getting married around the 8th season. And they just have many relationships with each other. My thesis statement for this paper is, in the TV show Friends, the Central Perk coffee shop represents the importance of place and how that place affects the main characters. Some support of this is, first of all, is Cresswell describes in Place's short introduction. The meaning of place is the subjective and emotional attachment people have to place. The Central Perk is a very meaningful place to the group in many ways. For example, as I said earlier, a place for financial stability for Rachel and Joey at times in their life, or also the infamous orange couch the group always sits on at the Perk. That's very important to them, and pretty much in almost every episode you don't see another person sitting on that couch. Except for in one episode where they're bullies and they end up kicking them off of the couch for a brief time. Also, Art Culture in the New York City, written by Elizabeth Currid, is connected to the Central Perk and how it's designed to fit the style of the New York City. It represents the New York City style and how that also relates to the American identity that one would think of. Coffee shops are around everywhere, and they're very popular. A lot of people go to them, and it's just an everyday American life thing. For another source of support, in Redesigning the American Dream by Dolores Hayden, Hayden says, quote, because of the mortgage subsidies and tax deductions for homeowners, it's cheaper to buy a house in Levittown than to rent an apartment in New York City. This shows the importance for Rachel and Joey at the time to have a financial stability or a job at the Perk to help them get along, because we all know how expensive living on your own can be, especially in New York City, which is one of the most expensive places to live. It provides a good income for them during their time there, and it just helps them out to be successful for a short period or help them get along in their lives. These are my sources. Elizabeth Currid, The Art Culture in New York City from the Warhol Economy. How Fashion, Art, and Music Drive New York City. Dolores Hayden, Redesigning the American Dream. And, of course,